everyone, and welcome back to Pathfinder War for the Crown, Crownfall. Last we left off, our lovely characters were just having met each other. Thanks to Lady Martella Lothi, bring them all together for missions within the Senate building on the Grand Day of Exaltation, where we now find them ready to, infiltrate said building. As you all enter, let me change the music to an appropriate music that I have set up, huh? As you all enter the building, I will let you know where some folks are, but I will actually have you all roll initiative, because as you enter, this will be our first social round. And don't forget, click token, and then roll.
I'm not quite sure it's letting me click my token, but we'll find out, I guess. Nope. I can't select my token. Sorry, bye.
Well, why is yours broken now?
Fix it.
I fixed everyone! You drag your own token out?
We'll try.
I thought we had this fixed last time. Is everyone able to move their own token?
I have ever since last time.
What button do you guys press? Do you just click on your title thing or your?
Yeah, you click on your little token so that like the 3 little circles pop up, right, or the 5 little circles pop up, and then you're gonna go to your character sheet, and then you're gonna click on where it says init for initiative.
Okay.
So you click on that. There you go.
Are you able to drag your token out?
No.
Why is everything broken for you?
Because I suck, and I'm terrible at technology.
True.
Can you move this
You
new
don't
token?
know my life. No, I cannot.
Oh my god.
Well, then, unless you can drag it out on your own, you're forever going to be stuck.
Okay, I'll just stay here in the lobby.
You can't drag this new one.
No. Hang on, I'll keep messing with it if you want to go ahead.
Add you a turn.
Good old 5.
Good old 5, yep. And there are a few faces I'm told to tell you about here. In this first room, which is the Arcade of Triumphs. There's a few people, most notably the High Strategos Maxillar Patharius. There's Princess Eutropia and Lady Gloriana Marilla in the garden. Upstairs in the gallery is Countess Abrielle Pace and Wasilka the Fantabulous. The Imperial Archives have Duke Leonard Centimus. The Senate floor has Calbio from Breezy Creek and Baron Nicholas O'Cara. And those are some of the folks who hang around the Senate. And as you all enter, we have this will be one social round as we go down. You are not able to interact with any of these people yet, as they are preoccupied, but each of you may try to influence an area, if you so wish, starting with John Wick.
Okay, so how does influencing an area work?
You tell me which area you want to go to. I give you a skill you can use to influence. You gotta match a certain DC.
Got it. Okay. So I think I'll go for the first area I see where there are, I guess, senators in debate rather than senators talking to like servants or guests, maybe. Would that be something I can do?
Yeah. So I'm gonna drag you over to the Senate floor
I fly.
and
Okay.
give you a list of skills you can use, which I'll just copy and paste into the chat because it's quite a good amount of skills. So you can use any one of these skills to try and influence the Senate floor. I forgot to remove the DC. Now you know them, but that's fine.
Okay.
That just means if you suck and you fail, we're all gonna laugh at you because they're so
Okay.
low.
Then I will roll.
So
with-
if he fails, everyone laugh at him.
I'll
Okay,
go
I'm
with
ready.
Bluff. I'll go with bluff. Does this? I think I know the answer. I just don't like to assume. Does this count as a charisma check versus a noble?
No, because it's just the room as a whole.
Just the room as a whole. Okay. All right. I'll make my roll. Bruff.
Damn, I really wanted
Wow.
to laugh at you. I really wanted to laugh
Wow.
at
You
you.
can laugh and joy that he's so good.
Okay. So. Wow, you can. I'm gonna tell you right now, with that one roll, you completely got past the first threshold of influencing this area.
Yay!
I need to jot that down. Senate floor threshold 1 beaten. As you come to this room, and you are perhaps taking part in one of the many debates in this area, you successfully take part in one of the debates. Some of the debate topics range from the validity of, oh boy, I don't remember how to pronounce this word. Primogeniture?
Oh, primogeniture. Yeah.
Yeah.
And other traditional institutions to assessing the actions of previous noble leaders. By proving yourself in the debate, you can select any one skill from that influence skill list for this area and use that skill to influence another area in the Senate where that skill could not normally be used.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So any of these knowledge, perform, etc., etc. Okay. Very interesting. I will go with. Not even looking at the list. I'll just go with. Yeah, I'll go with knowledge nobility. Here we go. Oh my god, that was even better.
Well, when it gets back to you,
Okay.
I think. You can use that skill when it gets back to you.
Okay. Thank you.
So that is your right out the gate of yes, being a master debater. Next we go to Mia.
Alright, so I think the best place for Mia at this moment would be probably the same area that Desmond just went to, as it's the largest social gathering area. Is there a place that that I can take advantage of being up a little higher and do a performance check for singing and maybe drawing the crowd into more of a festive kind of atmosphere?
So with how this works, if you went up higher, you would then be on the gallery, and whatever room you're in is the room you have to influence.
Do
Make
I
sense?
know what my target looks like?
Oh boy, this is when I have to go back and figure out what your mission was.
It's Maxillar.
Yep. That's the first guy, right? I think he's
Yeah, he's in this in the Arcade of Triumphs, so you can try and influence this starting area.
Yeah, I think I'd like to find a decent area to kind of set myself up and maybe start filling that area with some lively music.
Alrighty, so you can place yourself anywhere in this area, and you can roll me. You can roll me an appraise. You can roll me a knowledge, history, or nobility. You can roll me a perception, spellcraft, or use magic device.
Oh, so that list is only for that room. It's not for the entire location.
Yeah, that list is for this room.
Okay. Would you mind posting that list again?
Sure.
Thank you. I come in here with a specific plan, and it does not involve any of those skill checks.
I know those skills.
That's the list.
God, I'm not good at any of those. Can I make an argument for knowledge local?
No, because I think knowledge local. Yeah, no. You're dealing with old history in this room and nobility.
What if... so I don't know how turn order works in social combat, strictly speaking, but if I went in first, I probably would have recognized Maxilar by his uniform, right?
If you're gonna try and give a bonus, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't give a bonus, but I can at least, like, point him out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. But there is no way to assist in this
No.
situation. Okay.
Okay. With all that knowledge and taking into account what is happening, I think I would roll for probably perception. So I think I'm gonna go with perception.
Okay.
I did not see anything.
No, you do not. Nothing of interest going on here. And as I said in our Discord chat, on the rules of social combat, and as I just said, I'll reiterate this: you can't. Currently, this opening round, everyone's busy. You know, all of the noble people, the big name people, are busy talking to their sycophants and whatnot, and other nobles. So you can't interact with them. You can influence an area, and you can try and do your mission. So if your mission doesn't involve talking to a noble, you can try and get that done.
Can you maybe explain to me what exactly influencing an area means? What happens if I influence an area? What's the benefit? Why would I try to do that?
You could learn some new knowledge. You might have some people take interest in you. If I keep talking, I give away too much.
Okay. Alright.
It is now Aravid's go.
Well, that's delightful. I suppose I shall simply be meandering into these various galleries. I'm gonna get those fans. It would seem to me in your rules that within this first round I may make a decisive action.
Yeah,
towards
you
my
can
mission? Or do
so
I have to
indeed.
find something?
No, because you do note there are various items on display. You can try to nab an item with a sleight of hand.
Okay. I'll wait for eyes to shift in certain ways, and then I shall look for a book.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. So that's gonna be +7. Okay. 21.
Yeah, you go through the gallery, and you are able to nab this journal.
Mm-hmm. I see Mia not quite talking to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All
Just
right.
observe for a little bit.
Next up is Hugh.
Alright, so seeing as this is probably my first time in a mate in like this sort of setting, I probably would have followed my cousin Loki to the senator's
Alrighty.
Well, probably along the same lines, and it's up to you.
and instead of like really trying to talk, I would just be listening and observing. To, like,
Listening and observing. Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I would be
I was
doing
just-
sense motive.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at your mission.
All right,
Yeah,
well, you can
okay.
indeed roll a sense motive.
Alright,
Okay.
Well, a 12, you're looking around, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing to give you anything. You do not influence the area.
Right.
And then we go to the final person for this first round of social combat, the person with the broken token. Where would you like to go?
I would like to come out into that main floor as well. I want to make sure that I'm not entering at the same time as any of my party. I don't want it to look like we came in together or anything. So my primary purpose in this round is to be seen. However, I have kind of a secondary goal. So I'm just basically gonna sort of progress through the space, take a drink from one of the staff. And what I particularly want to do is try to see how to put this. Okay, so like kind of who actually will acknowledge my presence and who won't. Especially anybody that kind of is giving me the eye like looking interested but wanting to be circumspect given my profession.
So
If that makes sense.
that sounds like it would be a perception.
Okay. I can find perception.
Yes, you can. An 8. No, you don't notice anyone. You do not successfully influence the area.
Okay.
And with that, we have the start of our first event within the Senate building. Some of you would notice, I'd probably say, Lucia and the cousins would probably notice first that you see a swelling of a crowd within the garden. If you would like to do anything, remember you guys do have badges that can talk to each other.
I suppose while I was looking around, I would probably notice something happening at the garden. It's like, hey, are any of you at the garden right now?
Any of you can answer that question. One of the options on the badges are to contact every other badge.
Yeah.
So, if I had left to check to see, would that eliminate my influence in this area?
No.
No. Okay.
Leaving an area does not reduce any influence already gained.
Okay, good to know.
I will respond back. I can take a look if you need me to. I've already got one of my subjects down.
If it's
You
not
said that Lucia could see it? Sorry.
yeah, if it's not out of the way for you, then let's check just to see if like this is something major or not.
Sure, I'll give it a spin.
Okay, if you head closer into the gardens, you would notice that Princess Eutropia Stavian has seemingly attracted a large gaggle of several dozen nobles, and it seems that she'll be giving a speech here in a couple of minutes to the crowd.
Eutropia is giving a speech. Anyone care for some motivation? Or we want to get back to work?
Yeah, I think I'll stop by.
Alright. I'm out. Enjoy the show.
I don't think I'll go, but seeing as it is the princess giving a speech, I will take note of who goes and who stays in the Senate room.
None of the big names move to go, so, you know, any nobles who aren't currently tokenified, go.
Okay.
I would like to go, and I would need to be, I want to be, you know, like not right up in front, just fairly unobtrusive, and at an angle where I can see her face, please.
Yeah, so whoever's going to the speech can move themselves into the garden.
Except I can't.
Who's here? Except you can't, yes, so I'll move you. What about Mia?
Mia would move, but she would want to keep an eye on her target.
Okay, so as you guys move into the garden, you see another woman, Lady Gloriana Marilla, loudly clinking her glass and declares that Princess Eutropia would like to address the gathering. You see the crowd giving her some space, and Gloriana helps the princess climb onto the garden's stone railing to be seen and heard above everyone else as she begins to say, my friends, colleagues, and assorted enemies, it is wonderful to see you all out in your finery beneath the beautiful stars tonight. With any luck, the weather will be the only thing that refuses to change this evening. We have all gathered here tonight to honor Master Calbio of Breezy Creek, master artisan and true patriot for his exquisite skill and service to our glorious empire. Master Calbio demonstrates so eloquently that a heart may be noble regardless of the stature of one's birth. And while it may be premature, I hope to be the first to congratulate you, sir, on the exaltation you will see tonight and welcome you to the ranks of Taldor's long-lived aristocrats. So I guess assume he's here too. But we gather here to discuss matters of state as well, and just as the exaltation reminds us that our glorious empire must always look out into the world to refresh the greatness of its leadership, we must all look out into the world around us and see how it has grown. The child nations our empire birthed, Andoran, Cheliax, Last Wall, have grown strong by examining the great traditions they inherited from our motherland, and embracing those relevant to this new world, and discarding those that held them back. So too will we, this very night, examine one of Taldor's oldest traditions. Someone else say the word. Y'all know the word. Someone say
Primogeniture.
Thank you.
Yeah.
With eyes wide open to determine whether it has held us back from the glory and stability our wayward states have found. Our obligation tonight is not about one person or one vote in the Senate. It is about the nation we love and about ensuring the nation does not fall behind the times. We are the inheritors of mighty Aslant, and I say that we must work together to avoid sharing that old empire's fate. Taldor endures. And as her speech concludes, she humps down from the railing and is suddenly inundated with supporters and critics, and I would like whoever is watching the speech to please make me perception checks.
Perception again.
Hey, there we go.
Alright, look at that.
Let me.
Now, where's a belfry when you need one?
Eh.
I can make a check with a -50.
Oh, is that the trade-off that happened?
Yeah. So, Lucia, you notice during the speech, you notice some odd movement. You see one of these serving staff breaks off from the group and begins heading towards the apiary near the edge of the courtyard. Behind the apiary, it consists of 3 wooden boxes, each housing beehives used to pollinate the garden's various exotic plants and to make the exotic honey used in the kitchen. With a 22 and an 18, however, Mia and Hugh, both notice the same movement, but you also notice the staff member is holding on to a strangely colored alchemical bar.
Would I be able to identify this bar?
You can give me a craft alchemy or a knowledge nature.
Okay.
And either of you may do so. The people who got 18 or above.
So you're saying either knowledge, nature, or craft alchemy?
Yes.
I guess I'll give a knowledge nature.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Well, Mia, you recognize the alchemical bar as a wafer designed to emit a scent that agitates the bees.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Do I have time to react to that?
You do.
Okay. So I'm gonna step just casually, like walk forward until I'm in Lucia's line of sight. And if I get her attention, I'm gonna make a hand gesture that she recognizes as the word danger. And then I will just very like kind of gently point towards the servant and just very simply give off that response before starting my way back.
Oh, you're not going to stop the servant?
I'm not. I'm sending Lucia after him.
Okay, Lucia will casually stroll after the servant.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say with the quick thinking, you can make it to the servant in time before, as he's walking towards the beehives.
Okay, I will sidle up. Well, sidle is not really the right word. I will stroll up and say, "Oh, I beg your pardon. I wonder if you could tell me about these bees. I've never actually seen. I've never actually seen an apiary before." No, I'm not yet, Kenzie.
The servant fumbles for a second and kind of like places their hand behind their backs and says, "Oh yes, these bees they produce the honeys, the exotic honeys we use in the kitchen, and they pollinate the flowers here in the garden. Yes, we make exotic honey butter."
That is marvelous. I've heard so much about the honey from just this garden. Now, what you have behind your back there, is that something special that you feed them in order to get the flavors that I've heard about?
This is nothing. And he kind of walks to like a trash can and kind of just throws it away.
Well, thank you so much. And I must say, you must be an amazing beekeeper. I've always heard that, you had to wear like a whole outfit, but apparently you know them well enough that they won't bother you.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
He kind of hangs his head and then just goes, "Well, I'd best be getting back to serving everyone," and
I'm so impressed. Thank you so much.
And stomps away with his head hung in shame.
Can I, sleight of hand, get that and conceal it?
Sure, give me a sleight of hand.
Right, fingers crossed, Joe.
It won't take much. It's in a garbage can. Just don't roll.
Oh my god, well...
a natural one.
Well, I didn't roll a natural one. Or did I? I did. I rolled a natural one, yeah.
You certainly did.
Yeah, okay.
You go up to the trash can and, unless you're willing to dig through some trash and ruin your clothing, if you want to get some sewage on you like we were discussing earlier.
No! Why did I tell you about that feed? It's being used against me specifically. Okay.
You don't have to go reaching through garbage.
I am going to... I'm going to use the message thingy. This is my first use of it. I'm keeping track. Because we each get 10 apiece, right?
I believe that is correct, yes.
Okay. So I am going to use the message thing and say, attention, the servant that Mia pointed out had something in their hand and dropped it in the trash. I can't reach it. We should get it.
Mia will respond to that and say, I'm on my way to grab it, if somebody can get to the princess and strike up a casual conversation with her and inform and possibly inquire if she has an allergy to bees. And if she does, to probably avoid going to the beekeeping area for some time.
And perfectly timed, because as you say that, we go back into some social rounds, and I will let you all know you have 4 social rounds before the next event occurs. So,
Ooh, okay.
Desmond,
Neat.
what would you like to do? You can now begin influencing people.
Okay, so I think having successfully influenced these senators the first time, I think what I'll do is identify both the pros and the cons of primogeniture and kind of make it look like I'm straddling the fence and kind of playing devil's advocate and looking for ideas and seeing who's jumping at the ideas against primogeniture and who's jumping for primogeniture. And I'd like to see what the battle lines are here.
So you want to... do you want to influence the area? Do you want to influence an NPC?
Oh, I guess that's kind of... that would be an area, I think? I think that should help me figure out who's who in this circle.
Well, I know if you want to figure out specifics with, like, specific people, you would have to go NPC to NPC and try to learn from
okay.
them.
Got it. Okay. Then if that's the case, I'll zoom in here and read what these actually say.
And you can influence people. You can also try and discover something about them.
Okay. Then I think I will take a seat next to Baron Nikolaus O'Kara.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll kind of just listen in on it and listen in on his opinions regarding the matter.
Okay, so do you want to discover something?
Yes.
Alright, so you can either do a linguistics or a knowledge nobility.
Okay. And would this one count against the noble?
You would be talking to and listening in on a noble, yes. This is a,
Okay.
against a noble.
Okay. So I think I will roll nobility starting out here. Okay.
Okay. So you're listening in. You're hearing a little bit. I'll let you know that is your first success towards gaining full knowledge of something regarding O'Kara. But you also have 3 more rounds to learn stuff. So one success means a lot.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mia, you can now begin influencing people.
Cool. But first I am gonna try to go for that item that got thrown away in as casual of a manner as I can.
Okay. I allow that as a kind of like a free thing to do. Just give me a sleight of hand to dig through trash.
Sure. Natural 20.
Yeah. You pick it up. You find it. You don't even get a single piece of garbage on you. You're swatting away the banana peels and the everything else in there, and you do find this alchemical bar, which is giving off a rather bitter scent, which would definitely throw those bees into a frenzy.
Awesome. Is it pretty thick and sturdy? Like, because I'm thinking of a bar. So is it like, what does it look like?
It's like a... Let me get a description for you.
Awesome, thank you.
Consider it like, let's see, like a wafer bar.
Oh, okay, so it's pretty small.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Okay.
like Kit Kat, like Kit Kat.
Just eat
Except,
it. It's fine.
It's like a Kit Kat, except it's meant to piss off bees.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I would like to pocket that shit. For sure.
Or you can put into your inventory alchemical bar of pissing off bees.
Bee pisser offer.
That doesn't sound as good. And now, if you
Tell
wish,
them
you
bees
can
to piss
pick.
off.
You can pick an area. You can pick a bar of angry bee spray. Yes, you can pick an area. You can pick a person to influence or learn of a weakness. Even. What would you like to go? Where would you like to
Okay.
go? Who would you like to talk to?
Okay, so let me triple check on something here. Based on the conversation that's happening in this room, is this like a crowded room, or is the amount of people that's there, is that a visual representation, or is there like a bunch of people walking around and these icons are just priority people?
There's a bunch of. Consider this building, because I couldn't place that many tokens without making it overcrowded. Consider this building like a big old party. There's hundreds of people walking around, but the named people are the ones who like stand out to you.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah,
And
so I will...
I can actually, just real quick, I forgot to give you a description when good old John Wick points out the High Strategos to you. He is a muscular-looking man, appearing in his early 40s. Years under the elements have weathered his skin. You see he keeps his silver hair closely cropped, and he wears a green and blue tabard emblazoned with Taldor's official coat of arms, seemingly publicly declaring his loyalty to the nation.
Okay, perfect. I would like to kind of meander my way through the crowd, stopping at various points, having small conversations with people. But my ultimate goal is to get close enough to him, to try to listen in on his conversation. So can I roll some stealth checks to try to see how close I can get to him?
That is not needed. Stealth checks are not needed. You do not need to worry about that. Would you like to try and influence him, or do you want to try and learn a weakness about the man?
I guess in my overall goal of what I'm trying to learn, I guess learning a weakness of him would probably be the most advantageous right now.
Okay, so this one's gonna be interesting. You can give me a handle animal, a ride, or a swim check.
Oh, fuck, bye.
Swim?
Yep.
Okay, so,
Handle animal, ride, or swim to learn a weakness.
let's do handle animal. Natural 20. Please be
God.
bees.
Wow. So
Please be bees.
so all of these do need successes to learn. But you, with a natural 20, you listen in. That is 2 successes towards learning his weakness.
Sweet.
Yes, and I'll let you know that is really good. You need 1 more success to actually learn his weakness.
Okay, great.
Alright. Aravid, sir. Hello, how you doing?
See, I'm doing real good, if I'm being completely honest. But I don't feel like I should continue on my task without first finding a, shall we say, dark corner to put this journal. And I will do that and attempt a new item if I can this round, but I am okay if it's just the former.
Sure. Give me. I'll allow both because it's a simple thing, just like getting
Okay.
the bee stick out
Yeah.
of the garbage can. Give me a perception check.
Okay, that's not my best skill, but that's okay. Perception is +5. That's still pretty good. Oh my god. Okay. 24.
At 24, you are able to find a dark corner with a lowly potted plant that you probably stashed some stuff behind.
All right. I'm just gonna mark that in this little hallway here, I guess. And then I would like to. And then I would like to. What am I going after this time?
Oh, yes, you already got the journal.
I did. That's going to be interesting to read. Ooh, that one's fancy. Why don't I go after a spyglass?
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand.
Wander around the gallery, watching all the people and observing the items. Okay, I feel like I should re-roll that, but I got a 19 again. +7 is 26.
Well, you are indeed able to swipe this spyglass. It's very mundane looking, but if it's in this gallery, you know it has some pretty damn high historical significance.
Mhm.
So you are indeed able to swipe the spyglass as well. One more step closer to finishing.
Yes,
your
I have
mission.
done more than enough.
Now we go on to Hugh.
I suppose, like, after listening to, I believe it was... Who was speaking? It wasn't, it was Utopia, right? It was...
It was Princess Eutropia.
Oh, okay, it was. I suppose after listening, I'll probably head back to the Senate room, and... Wait, do I notice that, like, Loki is talking to, Okara?
I would say so, yes, and I'll only give you a little description of him. Straight up, this isn't me just saying this because I love the NPC. It straight up says, this handsome bear of a man stands a head taller than the crowd, and while starting to show his age with flecks of white in his black hair and beard, he retains a youthful smile and gentle eyes, and that is Baron Nicholas Okara.
And I guess I know, the two are, like, engaged in, like, a conversation.
I think it's more like Okara's talking to other people and he's just listening in.
I'll just probably slip in as well, or well, I'll just probably walk next to, well, just within the vicinity of Okara, and I'll just start listening to, just to get myself caught up since I left the room earlier.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to aid your cousin in discovering a weakness, or do you want to try and influence him?
I would probably want to aid in discovering a weakness.
Okay, so that is either a linguistics or knowledge nobility.
Can't use knowledge nobility. So probably linguistics. Oh well, I can't even use linguistics either. Both skills I have to be. Okay, well, I guess I'll just roll a 20 and see what happens.
Sure. 7. You do not gain anything towards figuring out a weakness. And we finish off round 1 of 4 with Lucia. Where would you like to go? Or Lucia, sorry.
Thank you. Where is the kitchen or the kitchens?
The kitchen would be in this area. Ping, ping,
Okay,
ping.
great. where I am right now, have I observed maybe any? Are these just like little rooms and things? What's happening?
Yes, those are part of the gallery holding various items.
All right. If I could stroll through there and find one of the rooms that is empty, I would like to go ahead and take this disguise self potion, please,
You may.
and make my way to the kitchen. Now, if that's my whole turn, that's cool.
No, I will. I've been being nice. I've let everyone do kind of small little free stuff. I'll say that's your free thing, and I'll move you to the kitchen.
So what I would like to do is just come into the kitchen, and which I imagine is some just crazy, only partially controlled chaos, and find one of the trays that looks like someone would wheel it around to like pick up the empty glasses and dishes. So it's not like the serving one, but it's like just a little card. It's like maybe multi-level. It's got a cloth over it. I'm just gonna go out onto the Senate floor and just kind of start working. Just picking up dirty dishes, maybe taking them back through the kitchen to where the scullery where they're washing things.
So with that, is there an area you would like to influence? Because that sounds more like looking around, listening in, trying to influence the area.
I just honestly want to influence the kitchen so that it seems like I belong there.
So you have a giant chunk of options to use skill-wise. You can do a craft, alchemy, carpentry, jewelry, sculpture, or stone masonry, whichever one you have, if any of them. You can do a heal, an intimidate. If your profession is baker, butcher, cook, innkeeper, or porter, you can do that, or a sense motive.
That seems like incredibly against any of the tasks that I have, so I can't make like an argument for bluff because I'm trying to fit in. Or disguise because I'm trying to fit in.
In this case, no, because the influence skills are like, you're working with the people, you're getting to know them. These skills are to,
okay. Can I
integrate
change my mind then?
I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you. I will, I guess, influence the Senate floor that I belong and am a servant. Just
okay, that one you can use. That one you can use bluff, knowledge, local, nobility, or religion. You can use perform, or
Let's bluff.
That's a word.
We're gonna bluff.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me change my mind.
Yes. Okay, you go in, you begin bluffing. You do not reach the second threshold, though. You are very close, and I will put you on the Senate floor. With that, though, it brings us back to John Wick. For the start of round 2.
For the start of round 2. I think I'm going to attempt to listen to more of this Baron's viewpoints and try to discover something about him.
Okay, so let me find his stuff and things. So again, for the weakness, that is knowledge, nobility, or linguistics. As he's talking, you notice that it seems he's harboring a shard of doubt within him. The impact of Eutropia's successful bid to end, say the word,
Primogeniture.
Thank you. As a defender of law and order, you can tell he believes strongly in tradition and worries that the princess's actions would endanger the stability of Taldan law. You do, let's see this. Let me read this. Yeah, so as you succeed, you unearth this truth of this man, perhaps allowing you to capitalize on his uncertainty as you try to influence him.
Okay.
So that is you. Mia. This is an interesting system. I kind of like this. It's all over the place, but I like it.
All right, so Mia's going to continue to make her way around the room.
Do you want to try swim to learn in a weakness?
Actually, yeah, I wanted to use swim. I have pluses to that.
Yeah, well, it's swim, ride, or handle animal.
Yeah, so I would like to roll swim, and then next round I'd like to try to do a portion of my mission if I'm considered close enough to be able to do it.
Sure.
Okay, so swim. Swim, swim. Swim, swim, swim. 13 swim.
13 swim is not enough.
The person I'm
So
talking
you're
to is
listening
too
in.
loud.
Yeah, you're listening in, but you can't really hear what the High Strategos is saying. So it's kind of hard to figure out a weakness. As we go to Steely Hands McGee. That's Aravid, who's muted in Discord, if they don't know it.
Sure. I guess I'm gonna work my way up, find Mia, and just like join in on the conversation and give her some friendly pats and pass on a spyglass to her.
Sure, give me a sleight of hand.
Okay. 23 in total to give it to Mia.
Mia, give me a perception.
Oh my god.
Mia, you're there. You see for a quick second, Aravid walks past you. You don't know why, until maybe a couple minutes go by, and you suddenly feel a object in one of your pockets. And as you kind of touch it and look at it, there's suddenly a spyglass in one of your pockets.
And for the main portion of this round, I feel it is only fair for the swashbuckler to claim his final item of the buckler.
Okay, another sleight of hand.
Another sleight of hand.
Squash it.
Oh no. That's only 15.
Oh no. Let me see what you needed.
Do more than that.
Yeah, so you go to swipe it, and it's not so that anyone catches you, but you go to grab it, and it's more so you kind of look around. You see too many eyes kind of looking over and pondering the buckler that you don't get a solid chance to grab it. But
right.
You can certainly try the next round as come
next
around to Hugh.
Okay, so
You have learned the weakness of Okara, which will make it easier to influence him. You won't need as many successes.
I guess being like a very fresh, an aspiring senator, I guess I just sort of engage talks with him, sort of inquiring like, So I'm not really too familiar with like the old laws and why Princess Eutropia's policies would, I guess, endanger them, or well, yeah, something along those lines.
Okay. Well, if you're trying to influence him, you can give me a knowledge nobility, a sense motive, a bluff, a diplomacy, or a knowledge local.
I will do a diplomacy.
Okay. You are indeed able to influence him. Was he your...
Yes, he is my target.
Let's see, which one was this?
Senatorial hopeful, I believe.
Yes. So with the influence, you are able to, complete your mission. You're able to remind him of his owes and what the favors that he owes and what is due. And if you talk to him, you spend time talking to him, he kind of nods his head and says, "Oh, yes," and you're able to. Well, essentially, you're able to bring him around in support of Eutropia. You are able to change his beliefs and get him on the side of Eutropia.
Nice.
With all those rolls I was making, the fact I have no knowledge in like nobility and stuff, I was really worried. I'm like, how am I gonna even finish this?
So, mission 1 down. That is your turn as we finish round 2 with Blue Chia.
Okay. How long are these rounds? Are they like a standard? Like, is it just 5 minutes go by? Does 10 minutes go by?
It kind of doesn't tell me.
Okay. Okay,
So
I'll tell you
we're
why I'm
just
asking.
saying,
I would like to know if I've had time at this point to have kind of gone in and out.
Oh,
like, through the
absolutely.
kitchen
If you have gone into the kitchen, and want to do a thing that you do,
I would love to do a thing that I do.
you need to give me either a bluff or intimidate, as this area, the servants are generally accustomed to nobles backstabbing each other and are kind of looking around for it. But if you want to make them look the other way, you can do a bluff or intimidate.
Well, and remember that I am dressed as a servant, and I have
You
been
are.
just walking in and out doing work. So
They are
what I
still
would
keeping
like
an eye out.
to do, yeah, sure. But what I would like to do is, yeah, just kind of mosey over and do the thing. And so you said bluff is an option, or intimidate
Or
is an option.
intimidate. Yes.
Okay, bluff. We're gonna go bluff. Cross your fingers, everybody. This has got to go well. Not
Hey,
bad.
not bad.
Not bad.
You are able to locate the expensive bottle of wine
Fabulous.
donated by the Lothheed family for the night's proceedings and sabotage it, completing another mission.
Great. Yes. All right. I will probably just, keep working for a little bit.
Mhm.
Okay. I will use the message stone again when I'm like out on the floor, not in the kitchen, and just say, my business is concluded. If you have a chance to talk up the famous Lothheed wine, please do. Does anyone require assistance? And that's my turn.
Okay. Also, I will say for Mr. Desmond, you have you're the disgraced noble, right?
I am.
You have completed one part of your mission.
Sweet.
You have learned of a scandal of one of the major opponents towards the word that I will not pronounce, and
Okay.
now you just have to start spreading rumors.
Okay.
As we go back to you, if you wanted to spread rumors, it is either a bluff or a linguistics.
Now, I guess, story-wise, because it looks like there's a mechanical system here. Story-wise, would the rumors circulate around Nick Klaus?
Yes, unless you want to find another person who is against the word.
I think that would be logical, because if Hugh told me that, hey, this guy's gonna pay us off with a favor, I probably wouldn't want to downplay on that. So I will start from the ground up on a new guy.
Yeah, so that requires a sense motive check.
Okay. For a new guy, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. I think my sense motive is 0, but let's see what I can do. Oh, it's not 0, but it's not great.
You are able to find a new opponent who opposes it.
Okay.
But that is your roundabout of things. You can start spreading rumors your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move my token just to kind of remind us I'm not targeting Nick Klaus, I'm targeting some other random dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to put you back in the kitchen, because that's where you were last. This is turn 3 or 2? I've lost already.
This
Three.
is the start of 2.
Okay.
Oh, 3?
It's the start of 3.
All right. Well, Mia, your go.
Okay.
Want to try that swim again?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know how that particularly is going to help me get to what my mission is. So maybe you can give me some direction on that.
Which one are you?
I'm lost as a player now. I'm the spy rising star. I'm supposed to just listen into his conversation. So is
submerge
this...
yourself.
Here.
Submerge yourself in that beautiful pool in the garden.
Oh, yes. Okay. Right. That is my bad. You can roll a stealth check. I will go back and give you a free stealth check or disguise check. That is my bad. I am sorry.
Okay. I'll go with stealth. 15?
Okay, you are able to stealth and
Well, that's
get
exactly what I needed to.
close enough to the general. That is not part of your social action. Let's see here. Let me reread this mission.
It is a perception or sense motive. My job is to... the agent must stay close to the military commander, watching for unusual behavior or listening for snippets of conversation, then warn her if he takes any unusual actions, all while remaining unobtrusive.
Alrighty. Give me perception or sense motive.
I would love to do a sense motive.
Okay.
For 7. God, I wasted 2 natural 20s. God damn it. Okay.
I will... If you would have rather done that than discovering a weakness, I will let you roll again for a second time.
Yeah,
in
because
this round.
that would be very nice. Thank you. 11. That's still not enough.
That still is not enough.
Dang it. Okay, no worries. Thank you.
Alright. Aravid, back to you. You may try and swipe the buckle.
Yeah, we got a new crowd going on.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. Oh, if this goes south, I'll probably draw my attention to one of the other items. Ooh, that is an 18.
You are able to swipe the buckler.
Mission
And,
complete.
unless you wish to steal more,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Eravid's mission is complete.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
my turn for right now, unless
Yeah,
I can
that's-
stash in this turn as well.
I'll allow you to stash it.
Okay.
You can use the same potted plant if you wish.
Yeah. Journal and buckler. I'm good. Turn over.
Okay. Alright, Hugh, you're up.
Alright, I guess just for a clarification on
You've
my part,
completed your mission.
Lady Lothied, is she for the word, or is she...
She is in support of Eutropia.
Okay.
But against primogeniture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she's... Okay, so she's supporting the princess, but she's against the word.
Okay, so
what
I
I'm
think this will help everyone here because I had to look it up too. So primogeniture is basically the succession within a bloodline of the hierarchy and authority. So the princess wanting to end that is kind of a big deal. So does that make sense? We're supporting Lady Lothid and the princess, who are both against, or who are both trying to end the line of succession.
Well, they're trying to end it being male only, to be specific. It's a very gendered thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you just
So,
got,
and also, it can also be pronounced primogeniture, which, you know, if you think of prime or firstborn or anything like that.
and you guys have successfully gotten Nicholas O'Cara to also support the princess and down with male lineage succession only.
I'm guessing, I suppose I guess I'll go... I guess I'll use the message feature and ask, does anyone need any help with, well, accomplishing their task, or just need any support in general?
There's an
I
instant
will...
response from Mia.
Go ahead.
There's an instant response from Mia, and it's, "This guy will not talk about anything but cakes. I don't care about the cakes. I need to hear whether he's on the princess's side or not. Help!"
Okay. And I'm guessing, that's like in the front area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess, after bidding, like, Kara, bidding him a good night, good festivities, I go ahead and move to the front. Then, is there like a crowd around the general too?
The
Stratego?
entire place is filled with people, but yes, he is talking with people.
I suppose I will just position myself amongst the crowd, just listening in on Stratego guy.
Alrighty. So, do you want to try and learn something about him, or do you want to influence the area?
I suppose I want to try to influence the area.
Okay, so if you want to influence the area as a whole rather than the high strategos, you can give me an appraise, a knowledge, history, or nobility, a perception, a spellcraft, or a use magic device.
Gosh. That's a lot of options for me. I need to go with my highest option. I suppose I will use You said spellcraft, right?
Yep.
Suppose I will use spellcraft.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, you passed the first threshold for the Arcade of Triumphs, and I will tell you what happens in a second. As you succeed and you're kind of listening in, just on the general goings around, one of the guests kind of saddles up to you and goes, one of the female guests goes up to you and points to one of the cases in the area, a crossbow, and she goes, you see that right there? That's what they call Dignity's Barb, a famed weapon of the 7th Army of Exploration. It's been displayed in this case since centuries ago, but unfortunately, this is just a reproduction. And she goes on to explain the crossbow's history as a weapon that gloriously slew a raving Kelid warlord.
Huh. And obviously, I'm just sort of like listening with like interest, like I guess, yeah, I'm fascinated with what I'm hearing right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're listening in as we finish off turn 3 with Lucia.
I would love to go back down through like the gallery and what have you, sort of back to the general area near the garden and the lobby, and find another unoccupied side room and drop my disguise.
Okay.
And if you will allow me anything else,
Yeah,
I
if you
would-
would like to influence an area or...
I would love to try influencing an area.
Sure.
I would love to start seeing if I can plant a rumor.
Ooh, where?
Let's just start with this kind of atrium area, sort of like where Mia and the gang are. Let's see, we've got Hugh out here and so forth.
Sure. So
Yeah.
those same things you can use to influence the area: appraise, knowledge, history, or nobility, perception, spellcraft, or use magic device.
Let me think. I think maybe knowledge nobility is what we're gonna do. Would you like to hear the
Okay.
rumor,
Sure. What's
or
the
would you
rumor?
like me to roll first?
Yeah, just give me a rumor.
Okay. The rumor is, you've heard that the Opara family donated some wine from their famous vineyard. The thing is, I've heard about them that they didn't actually want to give any. So what they've gifted the Senate with might actually be fake.
Okay.
Here's the roll. Here we go. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Not catching on.
No.
All right.
All right, indeed. Starting round 4.
All right. I have now identified a new opponent to the princess.
Indeed.
I will attempt to.
Yeah.
I will attempt to spread rumors about this guy.
All right. So that is a bluff or linguistics.
Okay. I'm gonna add a temporary bonus here, and then kapow!
You are able to indeed spread the rumors, and congratulations, you've completed your mission.
Egg on that guy's face. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So that is 4 missions completed. As we come around to Mia.
All right, I'm gonna try to listen in on this conversation again.
All right. Perception or sense motive?
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
He's still talking about those damn cakes.
Yep. Aravid.
Yeah, I'll go for a dagger. That'll be my last item. I'll leave him a fan.
Okay.
Shade.
Ah, no, another 15. So,
15. You go to grab it, but again, there's a lot of people interested in this dagger.
that's okay.
You're just not able to swipe it.
Yes, I will leave the fant. That's fine. I'm going to say into the badge, I'm fine with cleaning up for the rest of the night at any moment.
Okay. Hugh, what would you like to do? Sense motive. You do not get anything. Ending round 4. Lucia.
Okay, so while I was out sort of circulating around trying to plant that rumor, do I see Mia looking a little bit distressed?
I would say, give me a perception.
Okay. I've been doing so good at perception so far. Well,
You do notice her. You just beat her stealth.
okay. I would like to sort of drift over, catch her eye, and just very subtly make the sign for help, question mark, and sort of just point to her like, do you need help?
There's a very swift but casual nod as a yes.
If you will allow me, I would love to drift up to her target. Sorry, which one is yours, the Baron or the highest Strategos?
Strategos.
Okay. Strategy goth. I would love to just drift over to him.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little curtsy, and this is in my usual garb, as myself. Has he ever been to one of my parties? I know I checked that about the Baron, but I have not checked it about him.
It would be very similar. It'd be unlikely to have arrived.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to approach him and I'm going to say, approach him and use his actual title and say, I was wondering if I might persuade you to join one of my weekly soirees sometime.
So if you want to influence him, that is a knowledge, nobility, sense motive, diplomacy, or intimidate, or profession soldier if you happen to be a soldier.
So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to decide which one of those to use, so maybe you can give me some guidance. I'm tempted to say sense motive because his attitude towards me might very well reflect about what he thinks about women running their own lives,
Mm-hmm.
right? And also, I'm sort of hoping that maybe after I wander off, they will start talking along those lines, so that Mia can get a little more.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you can give a sense motive.
Okay. Whew. That's okay. I don't need to know. Mia does.
You go up to him and start talking to him, and he doesn't seem interested. He kind of turns around and continues talking military aspects with various other people.
Okay.
Doesn't seem interested in the conversation.
Okay.
And as that happens, though, as this all happens, all of you, via your senator badges, you hear Lady Martella Lothheed requesting you all join her in the gallery.
I was hoping you would at least get some, that upstart trollop sort of conversation at least, or something, but it's all right.
I will, and that's back in the gallery, right? You said.
Yeah,
Arcade?
Oh, the
you are
arcade.
you are all being called upstairs to the second floor gallery
Okay.
by Martella Lothheed via your badges.
All right.
Alright, I suppose I will answer the call. Not sure where I moved for that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move you on. Whoever's going, just put yourself in here.
As we're walking away, I will walk up, kind of as she's turning to leave. I'm kind of like coming up next to her, so he can hear the conversation, and I will start the conversation by basically saying, "So, what's your opinion on this whole matter with the princess?" And kind of like engage with her in that conversation and see if I can squeeze off one more sense motive check before I go.
You will not be able to if you go.
Then I'm not going. I'm the only one who hasn't finished their mission. I'm not going. I'm staying there. So
I'll tell
they
you,
say that.
you do have plenty of more time to be able to. I can tell you, coming up, you have plenty more social rounds.
I do? Okay, because I
There's
wasn't sure what
so
our limit
many.
was.
There are so many more social rounds.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good
I thought
job.
it was on a tighter limit. So, yeah, I will go.
Okay, so I will move whoever's going. Just put yourself here in the. Yeah, everyone else was able to completely crush their stuff, so you have plenty of time to figure out the high strategos. But as you all arrive upstairs and join Martella in the gallery, you see that she's grinning and clapping gently as she watches a juggler. But she hurriedly composes herself and dons her air of mystery once she realizes you guys are approaching. You notice she has sectioned off a small meeting point on the upper walkways with chairs and a pot of fresh coffee. And I would like all of you to give me a perception check.
Oh no.
Mia. Squirrel.
Wow. None of you noticed it. None of you noticed it. As you guys kind of sit down with her, she uses quiet time and looks at all of you, and asks, "How goes your progress? Is there anything you may need from me?"
And I suppose I just give her the update regarding Baron Nicholas O'Hara.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 3 of the items. Well, Mia has 1.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the spyglass.
No,
I know that's
Mia
me in
doesn't
character. Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
I don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just
All is
Our
well with
political
my
opponents.
mission.
Oh,
All is well with my mission, my lady. The only thing that perhaps anyone could help me with is spreading some rumors about either the provenance or the quality of the famous wine from the Opara vineyards that is going to be served to me.
I can help. My task is complete.
Princess,
good
the
to
case
hear.
at these parties are way too good, and that's all that guy talks about. So, my suggestion would actually be if you can mingle in the same area in which he is present in. I think that would trigger bouts of conversation, so I can best collect information for you.
Okay, then I will prioritize providing you assistance, Mia.
I can also, as I said, help if needed. I will point out to you that I've been watching from up here, and I've noticed that some of you have done quite well with the Senate floor. Some of those nobles seem rather inspired by some of you. Perhaps you could keep at it. You may learn more there.
My
Some
lady,
of the other...
I do have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is the princess allergic to bees by chance?
Not that I'm aware.
I will report on what we saw.
Well, it's a good thing you stopped that then, as it would surely ruin the party, and I believe the guards would have locked down that area, and it wouldn't look good on the princess if bees were assaulting her little gathering.
But please, I interrupted you. I apologize.
Well, I was just going to say you may try more influencing and mingling, as it seems most of you have done already as well in the Arcade of Triumphs. I've noticed some of the folks there seem rather keen on sharing the history if you were to listen in. But other than that, I didn't ask you here just to look over your shoulders. There's a young woman here, Malphine Trant, the daughter of Senator Trant. She's a belligerent, narcissistic ass, and a bully as well. With her being here, it's likely to intimidate one or more of the junior senators into backing her father. And if one or more of you could keep an eye on her and quietly intercede should she try, I would be quite grateful.
I see.
And I guess I suppose I ask her, where was she last seen?
If she is here, it's likely she'll be in the Arcade of Triumphs. So I would look for her there.
Understood.
What level of jerk is she? Is she verbally picking a fight jerk? Is she physically picking a fight jerk? Like what kind of jerk are we dealing with here?
Likely the first, but later the second.
Ooh, if it gets a second, someone call me.
She goes on to say, if there's nothing else, then I believe you have a party to attend and continue attending.
I will look at Aravid and just ask, do you need any assistance in concealing or transporting your items out?
If I'm to be completely honest, there's only one item I am interested in carrying out, and that here is this journal. Otherwise, just that they go missing.
Indeed, well, books are incredibly easy to conceal, so I'm sure you will be fine, but
Yes,
if you need me, I'm available.
I do appreciate it.
As you say this, Martella does say, I'm glad to see that you've already displaced some of the items that I requested. That was all I needed, just to sow some dissent and removing some of the items. If you're more than welcome, Aravid, to keep any of the others to yourself. I do believe some of them are quite pricey.
Yes.
Well,
And then
my lady,
again-
if that is all,
Mhm.
I believe we probably should leave separately.
Gone.
Yeah, okay.
Can I be the last one gone so that I
You
can talk
can.
to her just a
I
moment?
have no issues
Sure.
with this.
Okay. My lady,
Mhm.
it has been done, but I feel I must ask one more time. Is this worth it? In the grand scheme of things? Because I can still make it go away if you change your mind.
You see Princess Eutropia on the throne. I do believe it is all worth it in the end.
And you're willing to say that this embarrassing act will help that goal proceed?
Oh yes, I mean they will drink that wine eventually. It is the prized wine for the event, and it'd be rather unfortunate when they all drink it and realize it doesn't taste as good as they hoped.
Well, I understand. I just am hoping that this is more than an act of petty revenge.
She kind of puts her hand on your shoulders and says, trust me, Lucia, this is all worth it in the end. The more people we can get on our side, petty act or not, is better. And after all, I did ask the 5 of you to sneak in here and steal things and frame people.
Of course, I do understand that. I do, and I trust you. You know that. And this cause means the world to me. I just would hate to see you get discredited in some way or lose sight of the goal.
Trust me, it won't affect me.
As I said, I do trust you. And Lucia just smiles at her and walks off.
Okay. And as we start a new order of social rounds, and Dame Malphine Trant is now on the map, I think we will continue this next time.
I want to
Yay.
fight her.
Do. A new player has entered the game.
We shall continue these next social rounds in our next session of Pathfinder War for the Crown.
Woohoo.
Woo!
Nice.
Hooray!
Great
Yes,
game,
indeed.
as
Hooray.
always, Pi. This was a blast. So, until next time, everybody say goodbye to YouTube!
Bye, YouTube.
YouTube.
Bye, YouTube! Happy dungeon delving, everyone, and Pi?
Yes, as always, stay sweet and good pie, everyone.